my very first show, a woman said, "Hey, you can't talk like that around here." I was like, "Really?" When I walked in here, it said comedy club above the door, not tabernacle. So fuck you, bitch.
Charlie, what would you say was your favorite memory of being a bodyguard?
My favorite memory of being a bodyguard was probably whipping somebody's ass. I don't know. That's the best part of the job. You don't stressed out when you go to bed, you know?
I heard this about you. Didn't you once audition for a Chris Rock movie and you showed up with a real gun?
Yeah, CB4.
Yeah, CB4. What happened there?
That was my cousin Ray Ray's 9mm.
What happened?
I just said, "Hey, Chris."
What were you being cast as? Were you auditioning for a part? What? It's like a gangster?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And the part called for like a guy with a gun?
Yeah, but I was supposed to pull my finger out. I was like, I'm gonna really pull a finger. I'm gonna show you something right now. I was able to, just draw on some past experiences at that moment,
right?
Which effectively horrified everybody in the room.
Did you get the job?
Yeah, I became Gusto behind that.
You got
the rest
the job,
is history.
right? You got the job.
I got the job.
So,
how often would you and Eddie fight? I mean, brothers fight. I used to fight all the time with my brother.
You mean like get into a? Not often, man. I mean,
No?
After you get beat down once or twice, you can't beat the person. You're gonna keep fighting. And I'm not talking about, I didn't get beat down.
No,
Okay?
I didn't assume that you got beat down.
Now, I've been waiting to see you because I wanted to ask you about Grambling State University. I know you probably get asked about that all the time.
I actually don't get asked about Grambling, but I kind of figured, because I listened to your show.
Yeah, you know Charlamagne was going to study with that.
They're going to ask me about Grambling.
Let's start with the most awkward question possible.
Let's tell people what happened first. You got booed.
I got booed, yeah.
And then you
I
told everybody to kiss your ass.
I told them to kiss my. I said the F word, blah 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 blah, and I threw them like 25 grand.
See, we rolled with you the whole way
25
until
grand.
you gave back the money.
When you threw the money back, I was like, nah, he bugging.
Let me explain all that, man. Let me explain all that. The reason why I gave the money back was because I wanted them to know, because they were young people. You know what I'm saying? I wanted them to know, stand up for yours. You know what I'm saying? Don't be a seller. If I would have took the money, it would have been like day one, as far as I'm concerned. I didn't feel that what they did was warranted or right, so it was like, yo, you can keep your money because tomorrow I'm going to make this money again anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's not like when you see me, it go, oh, this is the only show he's doing this year. I did 270 shows before Grambling the same year, okay? And Grambling happened in November. Since November to now, we're in May already, okay, I probably did like another 150 shows. Because when you're going for weekends, you're doing 6 shows or 6 to 10 shows over a weekend. Grambling, or the people that go to GSU, seem to think that, that what they did was, damage me or whatever. Because if you look on Twitter, you see them all, oh yeah, Charlie Murphy, I booed you, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, nobody would be talking about you if you didn't have that to say, because that's all you've done.
Right.
I've been working since then, clocking dough. You know what I'm saying? I threw what none of them make in a year in their face back to them. And the next day, I was in Vegas at the House of Blues, and I got a standing ovation.
With the same set, probably.
Nobody brings that up. We booed you. So what?
But
so
somebody
what?
told
The
me
reality is this: you are in college, okay? You may do something with your life. That's reality. That's reality, son. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Neil Brennan tells this story, the co-creator of The Chappelle Show. He tells this story about you, that there was an actual situation where you grabbed a Tech 9 off a dresser and you were going to deal with a situation of some sort, and your brother Eddie says, hey, Charlie, you know this isn't a movie, right? You know that this is real, what you're doing right now. Look at that look on his face. You remember the details of that story?
Yeah,
what
I remember the
happened
details of that story, man. I don't really want to go into the details of that story, because the person who was involved in the story with me and that person have resolved our issues. And for me to come on television and bring it back up and make a joke about it, because it wasn't a joke when it happened. It was a very serious situation, and it got resolved with nobody getting hurt. And to bring it back up, it would be like picking a scab off a wound, because other people was involved in that story besides me.
Can you speak without
I just put it this way. I wasn't the one that was scared in the story. I was on stage once, and I think it was at the Trump Marina in Atlantic City. And so you're on stage, and the lights is in your face, and you can't really see the audience. And I was having a great show. And in the middle out of nowhere, it was, I hear this voice from all the way in the back goes, yeah, well, tell us about your brother being gay.
Oh, boy.
So I said, first of all, my brother's not gay, and second of all, he's not here to defend himself. But if you want to challenge me, come on up on the stage, man.
Yeah, we could turn this into a boxing match.
No, I tell the audience on the regular, comedy and tragedy are cousins. And when the audience pays for a show, whether it's me making you laugh or me making people go, wow, you see how Charlie kicked that guy's teeth out? They're going to have something to talk about when they leave. So if you want that to be the story, then you go down that road.
Right.
Go down that road.
It's still
no
a
problem.
good show.
It's no problem. I'll be invited back next time. You had a great show last time. You know? I'll be invited back.
Has anybody been bold enough to ask you what the Five Fingers said to the face?
Several people, and I got the same answer for them. Try it.
What happens when you say that? What's the look on their face when you
That's the
say
end of the
try it?
conversation. That's the end of the conversation.